Hoses is, we lived just outside New York City in the 80s, which was birthplace of hip hop in its prime. So let me show you what that's about. Taesan, the bass on, what are we gonna do? I like Taesan almost as much as you. Almost as much a brew with my crew, a fondue. Almost as much as I knew that escaped from the zoo, but not as much as M. We started off friends. It was cool when they wasn't just pretend, but Taesan stepped up with the serenade, marinade, there and played till it undid the barricade. So how did this boy go from a child to a man, from a scrawny little tyke to gargantuan? Half American, half from Japan. Let's start a little story from a plot of wooded land, deep in the forest with many a tree. Taesan Daniel Hose was born in 1983 on August 6th, so make no mistake. The #1 hit was Every Breath You Take by the Police out east with the Empire State Building. Family of 5 and then stay chillin'. Sometimes his brothers act an irate villain. So how does it feel? Ask my man Bob Dylan. It wasn't always easy as the last of the crop. Sometimes it bugged him so hard that he'd want to call the cops. Little provocation and I club him with a pillow. But when we got exhausted, it was time to watch Willow. He learned from Labyrinth how to do the magic dance. The last unicorn was always on the list. We had to turn our heads every time someone kissed. And then there was Tron versus the MCP and Sark. And by the way, not Japanese, but no Linkin Park. Next up, found ourselves driving cross country. Taya turned 9 and the girls were wearing scrunchies. We ended up in Bellevue after the ride, sporting bowl cuts with no hair on the side. But the hose boys were shy when it came to the ladies. We feared the Most High was gonna send us to Hades. Tay knew he had to go off on his own and find himself a girl who in her heart he'd fall home. So Taesan rocked all his classes. You call him a nerd, but he didn't wear glasses. In fact, he was jacked, but also really nice. A killer combination like bulgogi on rice. Enter, very slack in the land of the Sean. Give it like a child, also during the fashion. Tay took a look and said, yo, hey Josh, check out the honey and the Oshkosh bagosh. To the very first kissy, followed by ultimately throwing some frisbee, jamming on 6 strings, the other on 4. The Devils went down to Georgia on the opposite shore. So for years it seems they were peas in a pod. But then one day Tay called me at work. It's kinda odd. He said hello, tried to take it slow, and then came the tears as he just let go. He needed to pick up the slack, who was on the attack, because he felt something was missing and needed him to act. He saw the red door and she wanted it painted black. He said, what can I do to get my baby back? What was I to say but consider moving on? That would have been the very end of the song, but Tay convinced her he'd step it up for real. And that Thanksgiving, tears of joy fell in a meal. Their bond grew stronger as they moved in together. They knew this was big and it might mean forever. And through it, I saw that Tay became a real man when he was like, guess what? We're going to Thailand. So glad to have Emily as part of the fam. She contributed so much even before he took her hand. And Taesan, we're probably sharing rooms as a youth. I love you dearly, and that's God's honest truth.